Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Warframe, where today I'm going to be showing you guys my build for the frame Valkyr, who is probably my favorite frame in the game, as of right now anyway. This is a strictly Hysteria build, so for those of you that are looking for a Warcry build, it's probably not going to help you, but if you're looking for a build that you can use solo and can pretty much use infinitely as high levels as you want to, this is probably that build for you. Valkyr is probably one of the most overpowered frames in the game, but honestly, what frame isn't if you mod them right? So, I'll basically explain it to you guys like this. Hysteria is all based on melee. So you have to have a good melee weapon in order for Hysteria to do anything that's worthwhile. So you also are going to want efficiency so that Hysteria does not drain your power quicker. Because the quicker you drain your energy, the quicker Hysteria goes away, and then you don't have it anymore. So this is the build. I've got a steel charge as my aura to add melee damage, because like I said, this is all about melee. Power drift. You don't really need this too much, but it does help a little bit, especially with the resist to knockdown, because once you get into Hysteria and you're using it for 2 minutes or so, it does start to drain awfully fast. So you kind of want to get another energy ball as quick as possible, so if you get knocked down, you're more prone to losing your energy and getting killed. So anyway guys, I have continuity for duration, transient fortitude for strength, narrow-minded, a streamline, a fleeting expertise, vitality for health, because her health is not the greatest, but it's not too bad, and then prime flow, because you want as much energy as you can possibly get, and you want your efficiency to be as high as you can. You can actually use a only rank 5 fleeting expertise, because 175 efficiency is the max. I just don't have another one to use at a lower level, so I just use what I've got here. But yeah guys, this is a 0 Forma build that you really don't need to add anything else to. If you want power strength to be any higher, you could form it and add an intensify to this if you really wanted to, but that's completely up to you. It's honestly not going to make a big difference, because the damage you do with this build already is insane. So, I'll show it to you guys. However, I'll show you guys my Shindo build as well, because this is all what your damage in Hysteria depends on, is your melee. So, I have a Shindo with Tempo Royale, Rending Strike, Jagged Edge, Berserker, Spoiled Strike, Organ Shatter, Pressure Point, True Steel, and Fury, because you want, since the Shindo is a slash weapon, you are going to want slash damage, as well as, your regular damage mods, and crit chance, crit damage, and speed mods are also another very important thing. You need speed, because it all depends on your melee. So if your melee is slow, you're not going to be doing much. You're not going to be hitting very fast. You're going to be going pretty crappy, honestly. So, you definitely want your Shindo, or whatever melee weapon you have, to be modded extremely well for very high damage, so that you can, so that you can do more damage in Hysteria. So what I'm going to show you guys is this, okay? We're going to spawn in, I haven't really scanned anything, I just unlocked my simulacrum. If you watched the last video, I actually talked about that. We're going to spawn in, for the sake of this video, we're going to spawn in 20 of these guys at level 80, okay? I'm going to show you guys the damage that you can do in Hysteria, and I'm also going to explain Hysteria a little bit more while I'm using it. So we'll spawn these guys in, simulate. Boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Come on. Alright, so you want Hysteria. You guys can see there's a ring around me that is getting bigger, okay? You guys want to keep that ring small, because all the damage that you take inside of Hysteria adds up at the top right. You see 239. You know, that all adds up. So, if you run out of energy while in Hysteria, and there's enemies in the radius of that circle, you are going to take all of that damage at once, and it will kill you. So, you want to make sure that there's no enemies in that radius whenever you get killed, or whenever your energy runs out, I'm sorry, or it will kill you, and you will die and drop dead. But you guys can see the amount of damage I'm doing is absolutely insane. These guys are level 80, and I'm just going through them like it's nothing. Okay, you know, my crits are, you know, 15, 16,000 a hit, and, you know, I'm hitting multiple times in a second, you know? So, she literally shreds through them instantly. You know, they're level 80s. If I could spawn higher, she'd be ripping through higher level stuff. I run sorties and high level defenses with her, and she literally still one smack whacks people. But you gotta remember that this is all because of my Shindo's mods. It's not because of just the mods that I have in her. If I didn't have the Shindo modded well, none of this would be happening like it is. She'd be doing barely anything to them, and, you know, nothing would be happening. But you see, now there's nothing in the radius of that circle. Now I can come out of Hysteria and recast it if it's draining too fast. Because you see that percentage at the bottom right, it keeps going up. So once that's at 100, that means that it's draining 100% faster than it was when you started using it. So you just make sure you're out of the radius of any enemies, and then you despawn it, and then go right back into it. And you are literally untouchable for as long as you were in Hysteria, and as long as you make sure there's no enemies within your radius after you run out of energy, or after you have to recast it, you're fine, you're invincible. So honestly, guys, that's really all there is to Valkyr. I mean, there's not really much more that I can tell you guys. Really, that's about it. She's an amazing frame. You can run her in pretty much anything, and she will not be killed unless you run out of energy. That's honestly the only way to kill Valkyr. You can probably use this build the same for Valkyr Prime, although I'm not 100% sure on the polarity slots of Valkyr Prime. So you might have to play around with that a little bit. If she's got, you know, another V polarity or something, then you might have to do a little bit more to her. But other than that, guys, that's all there is to Valkyr Prime. Or to Valkyr, I mean. That's literally all there is to her. She's an amazing frame. She, you know, literally tears right through level 80 enemies instantly. And you guys can see, I'm hitting so fast that they're not even able to, you know, do anything to me. It's insane. And you guys can see just standing here, you know, just to stand there and hit them. You know, if I can find one. You know, you're literally, like, going right through them, you know? It's crazy. So anyway, guys, that is my build for Valkyr slash Shindo Prime, I guess you could say. Because this build would not work as well with any other melee weapon in the game that I know of. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. So, I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And in the comments, please let me know some other builds that you would like to see, and I will try to do them as quick as I possibly can. And yeah, guys, that's about it. That's all I have to say. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Valkyr's Hysteria build with Shindo Prime, and yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one.